Hey, my fabulous Scorpio, how are you today? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, and if you're a return viewer, thank you so much for hanging in here with me. I'm doing a reading today on no contact for you, and because I want to make these videos when I can a little bit shorter, I've already pulled the cards. I'm not a fast shuffler, so it was just an easy way to shorten it without 10 minutes watching me shuffle. But I'll show them to you. So I hope you guys are doing all right. And I'm assuming most of you want to hear from this person. You probably wouldn't be looking at a tarot reading. So with that assumption, let's get right into it. I've asked, how does your person feel about this no contact? I've also asked, what is the current situation? Well, in order, what is the current situation now between you? How does your person feel about that? And then over here, I have future potential of the relationship. Because I believe that there's no predicting the future. People have free will. All I can do is show you what the potential is right now based on the trajectory that you're currently on. So with that in mind, let's get into it. No contact. Obviously, there's been a heartache here. This is literally what the picture looks like. Somebody stabbing you with 3 swords. Not always, but sometimes this card can talk about a third party. That third party can be somebody's working too much, somebody's family gets in the mix, somebody, whatever. It doesn't always mean a romantic partner, but it does talk about loss and emotional pain. So clearly that's where you are right now. I think for many of you, you're just focusing on work. This could be both you and your person. Just saying, okay, fine. I'm just going to get busy working so I don't have to feel what I'm feeling. Fair enough. Some of you may feel like, well, I guess I'm going to have to give up now. I guess it's time to give up. This can also be talking about exhaustion. I just don't think I can stand my ground about whatever this thing is that caused this. And so you're just kind of minding your own business is what I'm feeling like. Focusing on work. I feel like, again, for both of you, this is how you're feeling. However, you've got the Wheel of Fortune here. This is good karma. This is also implying that you guys feel this relationship is fated. And this can also be a card that represents a turning point. Now, your person, I ask how they're feeling. Well, they're clearly taking a time out. They're meditating. They're contemplating about this situation, this relationship with you, trying to recuperate, probably in solitude. They're feeling beaten down, downtrodden, exhausted, lack of motivation, like I just don't have what it takes to keep fighting this battle. And yet, I really think I want to give it another go. Or this is somebody who's having a hard time accepting. They don't really, this is the card of, wait a minute, walking away. But in reverse, pardon me, it can be somebody who's avoidant. In other words, I don't want this to be over. I'm having a hard time walking away. I don't want to walk away. All those things. Fear of change. But for me as a reader, predominantly it means somebody who doesn't want to walk away. Doesn't mean that you're going to let them back, but that's how they're feeling. So also, in terms of what your person is feeling here, I think they're quite moody right now. They're really in their feelings right now. And they're also holding those feelings back from you, to be honest. They're really, really up in their head and overthinking this ad nauseum. That's the card of analysis paralysis. And why are they doing that? If they didn't care anything about you, they would have already walked off, right? They would have, this would be in the upright. They're leaving, but it's not. Because they do care about you, Scorpio. This is the Lover's card. It is, it's definitely a romantic connection there. They have been disappointed, but they know they also disappointed you. Whoever did, we're not talking about blame here. We're not, you know, it's, this reading is not about who did what. And I feel like your person is summoning up the courage to overcome these challenges. And, you know, maybe he's bossing up a little bit here, saying, you know, I'd really like to make amends for this situation. I realize there might have been some mind games going on here. And so I think your person is making plans, trying to see that, you know, out into the future, thinking about making a decision even about this. Now, again, I've got another card here that talks about, I want to say man up, man or woman up, yeah, bossing up, the Emperor. He is the authority figure, and the energy here is like this person is pulling themselves up by their bootstraps because they want to communicate with you. They want to communicate with you, and they very well might want to communicate with you and tell you the truth. And the truth might be here, Scorpio, that they may have, whether this is true or not, this may be they feel that there was manipulation on your part or their part. Somebody here was manipulating the situation in some form or fashion. Also, this could have been affected by a financial loss of some kind, or it could just be saying because of this manipulation, it caused instability in the relationship. But they're missing you, and here's another. And they love you, goodness gracious. And there is love here. There is love. And, you know, they're hoping for, I think, something more because they see you. This is your card, Scorpio. And she's in the upright. They don't want this cycle to be over with you, Scorpio. Wow. So the potential future of this relationship, according to these cards, is somebody's going to come in and make you an offer. Now, we know, maybe you don't know if you don't know tarot cards, this is the slowest moving knight in the tarot, but he gets there. So you could have just been giving up on this person thinking he's never going to come in just because he's slow, but here he comes in the upright. You may have given up, like I said, feeling out in the cold out here. Well, I guess this is done. I think you both thought that at one point. Feeling isolated and insecure even. But I think this applies also to your person. I feel like both of you, frankly, because this is talking about future, may feel insecure because you don't get over this in a day. And I think you're both feeling like this. You're both feeling out in the cold with each other. You're both feeling a loss. It's a loss for both of you. It doesn't have to be financial. It can be that, but it's a loss. You're both worrying about it, and you're both probably feeling a little insecure about this relationship. And that might be because you don't want to fight anymore. You don't want to have these arguments or disagreements. You don't want to have conflict or competition anymore in this relationship. What you want, future, what you both want is the stability and the nurturing that this Queen of Pentacles brings. I love that. She's practical. She provides financial stability again, but all kinds of stability. She takes care of her family. Like I said, she's nurturing to the people around her. So it looks, Scorpio, like ultimately you have a new beginning with this person on offer. Now, I won't tell you what to do. if you still want them. But the Fool is here, a new beginning. A new beginning was something that you thought had failed, or you'd probably given up on. That now maybe you're hopefully both getting clarity about. This could also be talking about getting new perspectives, thinking clearly about a situation. Excuse me. A situation where it caused you both this stress and anxiety and sleepless nights. But truthfully, you were both holding on to each other the whole time. Yeah. There's an element here of you both feel secure. Even though this breakup happened, there's a certain, when you're together, there's certain security, comfort that you feel with each other. Whereas before, you felt like this thing was totally out of control, or somebody wanted to dominate the situation, was being stubborn. But you never lost passion for each other. There's still a lot of passion here, and this is also saying a passionate new beginning. Somebody here is going to tell you how they feel, and this could even be an apology card. Yeah. Wow. They could even be coming in to apologize for, pardon me, for this. If they were somehow the one to contribute to this instability, they could be coming in to talk about that, to discuss even if they've had a material loss of some kind, or some kind of indulgence even. But they're bringing you this cup of love, Scorpio. So now I don't have the card of communication here, but they definitely are thinking about this. Oh my gosh, yes. Right, they very well may be holding themselves back right now. So this is what they're thinking and feeling. This is the future. Hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened yet. But, I've told you what they're thinking and feeling. This is the potential future. Is they're showing some self-discipline here. But in the end, I think you've both got happiness together if you want it. If you want it. If you don't hold back your feelings. If you're willing to open up and not hold back your feelings. Or, yeah, you're not too moody to even talk to this person. And it very well is going to cause a tower. But in my feeling, this is a good tower. This is going to be a good tower. And an end to this isolation and no contact. And that makes you both very happy. Wow, well that's kind of, I don't usually do the rainbows and unicorns reading, but that certainly felt like a happy ending to me. So I'm delighted to be able to bring this news to you guys. We don't always get this with the Scorpio readings, do we? Well, that's it, guys. Also, please remember I go live here on YouTube 2 or 3 nights a week. And so I do mini readings. I usually do a weekend and a week ahead check-in, followed by mini readings. They are very inexpensive. So if you'd like to join me and get a little quick reading from me, please be sure you're subscribed and you've hit your notification bell. I also have memberships on my channel where I'll do members-only content, chats, behind the scenes, that kind of thing. So, guys, thank you so much for being with me today and watching my reading. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you guys soon. Many blessings.